That was perfect.
That works too.
You gotta be high. Damn, man. I hope somebody recording this shit.
I just hate that people would say it's crack. But like people don't know that though.
Niggas gonna say the most outrageous, sensational shit anyway, just because they dick riders and that's what they do. Like, you know, we can't even get mad at that no more because that's to be expected. Just like, for example, did you see the footage? Yeah, you did, because I commented on that fuck nigga that said something on the serviceman.
Oh,
they got pulled over by them.
Yeah, the nigga said just comply.
Huh?
The nigga that said just comply.
Yeah.
Never.
I hate motherfuckers that say that.
Really, bro?
Why don't you guys just comply?
No,
Like,
but this guy was
what?
totally, he was just like, sir, what did I do? And they was tight because they threw the lights on him prior, but he took it to the gas station. Like
Hell
you're supposed
yeah, I'm
to
not
do.
stopping in the dark,
Oh,
nigga.
the camera.
Fuck
And that's
that.
VA. I lived a third of my life in VA.
nigga.
And we ain't talk about shit. We could be talking about
Commonwealth.
Virginia Beach or Richmond. It don't matter.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Where you? Oh, say less.
So it's
What
like,
high school?
yeah. Well, I didn't even go to high school over there. I went in Suffolk. I went to Nasman.
What?
Nasman River.
Nigga, I know Nesmond
Oh,
River. They had
a
a
lot of people be
Because
like,
I graduated from Halifax County in the country.
Oh yeah.
We moved from the city.
Okay.
But we AAA though.
Mm.
So we play all the big high schools. If we come out of our region or whatever. I know Nesmond River because they made it up top like my senior year. They made it.
Okay.
Matter of fact, my senior year, they played it in Liberty in the old, because Liberty getting paid. They old dome. Nigga, VA, come on now, nah.
Oh, you from VA?
I'm a New
That's what
Yorker,
it is.
but
That's love.
nigga, 2 up, 2 down, nigga.
Okay.
That's in my soul,
Nah,
nigga.
man. Very true.
And now that I look at it, you kind of got that type of vibe, man. My people is from Norfolk. And
I went to state my freshman year.
you went to state? I'm a Virginia Union graduate.
Oh, Union? Okay.
My wife went to Norfolk State for 2 years. My grandfather graduated, my uncle graduated, my aunt graduated. That's why I ain't go.
Ah, good. Yeah, it's a love here, man.
Because my whole life, when we used to come down and go to the beach, like my first cousin, his mother was an alum, so we used to have us on the yard and shit. It was just too familiar.
Yeah.
It was just too
I said
familiar.
the same shit. I ended up transferring to Del State. So.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Curtis.
Hell yeah.
All right, so
Cool
let's
Kurt.
talk to everything that's near and dear to everybody's heart. Welcome everybody to the pod. You know what I mean? Welcome.
Yo.
So how's everybody
Yo.
feeling, man? DMX is our era.
Our Tupac.
That could definitely
with
be
a much greater impact.
greater impact.
No,
He lived longer than Tupac, so
I don't like those comparisons.
Heck of
I don't want to compare it. I'll just only compare it because who else can we say DMX is like?
Well, be
but
like.
you're right. But DMX is like DMX.
Yeah, there is no.
uncomparable. You don't compare DMX to anybody else.
Nah, wasn't nobody like Earl.
Nobody.
That's a fact. Nobody was like Earl.
It's a sad time right now, man.
it was one of them things though. Like it kind of felt like he died a week ago. So him dying, what was he? Yesterday officially.
Yeah.
Him dying officially yesterday didn't really.
Change anything.
It felt like he wasn't gonna bounce back.
He wasn't
from this.
going. Yeah, he wasn't coming back.
I think it's real crazy he died from the way he died. He had a drug overdose, a heart, or it was a heart attack leading to it.
I was in a shout out to mrec.com. You probably heard of him, Twin. I was in his live last night because of the Bro Black Raw, but that's another story. But somebody in the live was saying that this shit got laced with fentanyl. And you know how that go.
That's the crazy part.
But ain't nothing confirmed, so we don't know, man. Like I don't like to do speculating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I think I heard y'all walking up before we started recording about that. Fentanyl's laced with heroin. That's a heroin laced with things. So I don't understand why you would lace somebody's shit with Fetty on the crack.
Nah,
Maybe
it wasn't
on the
crack.
salt. Yeah, on the salt.
I don't think it was crack on salt, because they laced coke with it, too.
Yeah. This is the
But like I said, they stretching, because you might have, you got the ass pack, or you just trying to boost the pack.
Hell yeah.
It's gotta be crazy for him. It's something that he's done probably a million times.
And that's the crazy part.
Something he's about done a million
I know
times.
you've
The
been
million,
there before.
the million and one
That's usually
time.
what happens, though.
Yeah, that's
it
the
only
super
takes, it only
crazy
takes
part.
one time.
Yeah, with that shit.
Damn.
But I mean, from being around shit and knowing how it go, like it kind of made me think something different too. Because so if his shit was laced, then it should be more bodies.
Yeah.
So that make me think maybe
His
Somebody
was
set
he
something
targeted?
up. Yeah, was it targeted?
It could have been that, or his tolerance could have been not as high. He could have been throwing back because he was getting clean. The last couple times he had popped up, he had that Drink Chance interview recently within the last 3 months, I want to say. I think of 2021, he did a Drink Chance interview. He did the Versus, which was tail end of last year.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. And a lot of people said they was glad he did that. He looked good in the Versus.
Every time you see X recently, he's looked healthy.
yeah, his weight was up and shit.
Yeah, he's looked healthy. I don't
know.
know.
We don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on with that man when you go into his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, we don't know.
So I
We
don't know.
won't know.
I don't know if this is the right way to ask the question or if this is the proper question. What's his legacy? What are you gonna remember DMX Darkman X by?
I want everybody to go because I feel like I got a unique perspective from being from that era.
I'll start you off. I say DMX was probably one of the most transparent artists that we had. You felt it even as a kid. Like even though you didn't know exactly all the things that he was talking about as a kid at a certain age. I'm 31, so I was a little younger, so I couldn't verbatim understand what he was talking about. But it felt real. It felt when he started crying, like, damn, why is this thug ass nigga that you would assume ain't scared of shit, bring it down, being vulnerable, crying, which made it dope. That's why I understand the Tupac thing. Maybe he's what Tupac would have been if we got to see maybe in full form, if he got to live a little longer. But he was definitely a troubled guy, but definitely my top 10, maybe not lyricist rappers, but impact of what they did for my life. DMX is top 10 of mine. So.
True.
All right. Yes, I feel like DMX definitely was a troubled soul. Just trying to make the best out of the hand that life gave him, and unapologetically himself, man. Like, I hope that all of us have a little DMX in us, bro. Like, for real. I know that sounds cliche and corny, but like, to be able to look at yourself and know you're not perfect, but continue to, strive to be the best person you can be.
That's your shit, though.
It's weird that, like you said, like he was the hip hop boogeyman before Gucci came along. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know about any of the dirt that DMX did. Like as far as we know the dirt that he did, but we don't know as in detail as we know about some of these niggas that come into light nowadays, which actually kind of makes the myth greater, because he came from that era where you ain't talk about shit, and a lot of shit was happening. And I'm pretty sure DMX was involved with a lot of shit. We was watching a fucking video earlier, bro. That concert he did in Africa. Nigga, all you see is people. Every corner of the screen, all you is people within horizon. There is no ground.
It's crazy.
That shit was, that's
crazy. What a time to be alive. So,
what?
to witness that shit. I mean,
I'm gonna say this, like, I want to address what you just said on. Yeah, internet was still babyish back in that time, but niggas uptown, and really more up like 233rd and up on in the Yonkers knew of him, because if you was from YO, you knew of X, and I wanted to bring it in because, like I said on Twitter, for me he was like the first mixtape superhero, because like the promo and shit, you was this nigga Darkman X. First of all, who has a name like that in rap at that time?
Yeah.
And
especially when everybody was trying to be smooth and cool and shit like that.
Then you started hearing material. But I wanted to say this tonight too. A guy named Mike Geronimo. He dropped a classic album in 1995 called The Natural. Irv Gotti's first act before Murder Inc. got large. He had a song called Time to Build with 3 unknown artists at that time. The first was Hove. He was known, but he wasn't known. He ain't had no album out yet. Niggas knew who he was, but the the masses ain't know who he was. Ja Rule, because that's Irv's people. And X was the last nigga on the track. It's a track called Time to Build. And even from that track, you just knew his sound, his cadence was, he was different. Then you start to hear him on the mixtapes, late 96, 97-ish, I guess. But to get to the summer of 98 in New York City, wasn't nothing like that, bro. Everybody, everywhere you went, niggas was playing something off his Dark and Hell is Hot. Like, he had that summer shorties with the stroller, with the Walkman, with the boombox, playing it. Niggas in the MPVs, pull up in front of the bodega, playing it. Nigga walking down the street with his Walkman on, rapping them lyrics. That shit was different, man.
Mike?
See, it was a little different for me because I grew up down south. So we wasn't heavy on X like that. It was more of the commercial X that we got. On top of the fact that, like I said, I'm a 90s baby, early 90s. So, like, all the history for him wasn't really in my time. I got the, you know what I'm saying, the I wouldn't say the new age X, but, you know, like I said, the commercial X. But for me, I have to say, you know what I'm saying, he was more inspirational. Like you said, I guess everyone has said, like, he showed you how to be you, unapologetically. Even if, you know, he didn't care about the negatives that people would throw at him. Like, if you see him, like, he never wore big chains and was always, you know what I'm saying, you knew he was street. Had his Timbs on, his overalls, no shirt. Like, yo, I'm out here. Like, gully. You feel me? And I guess personally, that was one thing that stuck out to me about X, like I said, because it was like, he wasn't your commercial rapper. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give a fuck about what the label possibly would have wanted him to look like or wanted him to be. Like, he was the voice of the streets.
To me, if you wanted to define the gritty New York City of the 90s, it's a snapshot of DMX in some overalls.
With his Timbs on.
With the Timbs
Like,
on.
come on,
maybe,
bro.
Maybe
with his dogs.
Maybe with a
yo,
pit.
always with a pit.
Yeah, they picture like the
With the dogs?
90s New York
Come
nigga.
on,
That's
bro.
that's
The
DMX.
typical, you know, stereotypical.
Yeah.
Tim's all 4 seasons.
Yeah,
Definitely.
might even hooping them bitches.
Talk about fucking
Just might.
a pit bull with a chain fucking leash.
Chain leash.
Padlock on the
Or
pit.
the padlock joint. Facts.
Well, nothing like X, man.
Yeah, man, one of a kind.
And then you got to speak on 1998.
But he did, yeah, but that year.
Dropped
Wasn't that the
two
best- wasn't that the best
multi-platinum
year
albums
in
in
rap,
1
though?
year.
In
Huh?
one
Wasn't
year.
that the best year in rap? Well,
How you
rap,
say that?
consensusly speaking,
That's why.
Nah, you can't never say that. But
That's why-
I don't even want to go there because 88 was crazy.
well, I'm talking before like
93 was crazy.
With this generation of old head rappers, what they would consider their best. I'm talking the generation under the 80s niggas. The niggas that came up in the 90s. They like Nori would say 98 was his favorite year. X, that
I can imagine.
I'm saying summer
assume-
98 because I lived
I can
it.
imagine.
That's all-
97,
That
98.
summer, New York City, that summer,
Yeah.
crazy. It was like it was one of the last years of the craziness. You still had Harlem Week. You still had Grant's Tomb. Hot 97 was A1.
A1.
You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, it was classic, man. And then also you gotta throw the other 2 albums that came out at that time, the Nori and the Pun. So you had all 3.
I was about to say that. We got somebody that was outside in 98. They could say 98, but when those 2 albums dropped, what did that do for the city? What did that do for was you up here?
I was here.
98.
I was college summer.
Okay.
I was here. I was here.
That was peak.
I was here and I was across the water. That was the first time I started chilling in Inglewood. But the city, crazy, man. What Flex, the top 8 at 8. All that, like I said, everywhere you went, somebody was playing something from It's Dark and Hell is Hot. So I said that already, right? So fast forward to holiday season. My mother, God bless, Sherry on. She bought the Lauryn Hill shit and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. And I was like, that was a great album too, man. I mean, It's Dark and Hell is Hot was an hour and 5 minutes long. It's 19 tracks. I just bought it again for like the third time yesterday.
I'm gonna buy it.
But Flesh in My Flesh was different. He had Marilyn Manson on this fucking album. And the shit was fire.
Speaks volume.
You know what I'm saying?
Street
Just for him to do that, though, is motherfucking monumental. Just for somebody that had the, I don't know if audacity is the word, but the cojones. Shout out to my Spanish brother that we about to call. Just to put out 2 albums, you know what I mean? They had slaps on it.
Both of them.
Both of them had good slaps on it. Like I said, to me back then, all I knew was the singles. But even the singles was moving. I think the first song that I was ever able to fully memorize was the fucking Rough Rider anthem.
So catchy.
Crazy. And just to think, this same street nigga became an actor.
Ooh, speak on
I don't
it.
know
Like-
if we put DMX
like,
on that
I don't
list,
even
but we
think
talked
people-
about it last time.
People don't even look and respect that. Like, come on, this is X that we're talking about.
Good movies.
Good
Yeah,
movies, great
yeah.
movies.
Replay
Do
value.
you know what is
Come
actually a
on.
fucking good movie? Never Die Alone.
I loved it.
Great fucking
I mean, that's,
movie,
you know,
bro.
I read the book,
Okay.
and I read like three Donald Goines novels, so.
Okay.
But I liked it. It was better than, because Came from Menace and somebody else did Crime Partners.
Okay.
And I read that book too, and that shit was kraga. But Never Die Alone with Reagan, Priestley Gomez. Oh, yeah.
Bruh, he did her dirty.
Hey, the game is the game.
Yeah. Hit it with the dog food on the way out.
Dirty dog food.
I needed her to need me.
Shit's crazy.
And I think he embodied these characters that he played. I saw Jet Li said something on Twitter, bro.
That shit was great. That was my movie.
I was like, wow, that's what's up, bro.
Romeo was
Like,
die, right?
That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, with Aaliyah too.
Like, come on, man. That shit's
Back
crazy.
in one piece. That's back with soundtracks too. But
Hey,
That might have been one of the last.
Soundtrack.
Real Dust Bust Die. That might have been one of the last. What was that, 99? 2000?
Yeah, 99.
That was towards the end of an era. These kids don't know nothing about a soundtrack. Music from and inspired by the motion picture.
Because it seemed like we got less urban movies now than we did then.
That's a fact.
It seemed like
That's
it, right?
a fact.
Yeah,
You don't see a lot of urban
Because now
movies.
black
And they were
movies are
showing
slave
families and
movies,
shit.
kinda. Black movies are slave movies, or they're just the black version of another movie.
Yeah, we get our little couple Christmas shits every once in a while.
I was watching Cameron on Drake Chase say he was just working just about to do Killer Season.
Oh yeah, I saw that. He's got the rights back.
No, that's my nigga, Harlem's greatest, man.
He said he got wrapped up though, because they had him in
His
the
master.
movie. Yeah, his movie was wrapped up like it was his fucking CD. That's how niggas was jerking things back then. They was putting shit in the motherfucking small print. It's like, oh, who knows you're gonna make a movie or not?
Never know. It's crazy.
Nah, that we own everything. What's that?
The brick
Huh?
too.
The game is the game, man. Once again, man.
The
You
brick
gotta-
is the brick.
You gotta read the fine print. I mean, I'm a
Everything.
tribe nigga. Industry rule number 4080. Record company people are shady. I learned that when I was a kid, so I figured I hope the niggas coming up after me learned
I
that
can
shit.
understand that.
Good.
Yeah.
They can understand that. I know that. It's all about money to them. That's all they see is dollar sign.
I mean, like somebody said one time, you talk about niggas in the projects, what were they did moms? Probably got brothers and sisters in the same apartment, the same bedroom. And a nigga can put you in LA, Miami, Beijing for, you know what I mean? You on a world tour. Anything to get out of that, right? They throw that shit in your face, but they don't realize you signing your life away when you hit them. That's a whole nother.
Podcast.
You know what? I want to bring something up because you're here, and I want to know what you think about it because this man felt very strongly about it.
Go ahead.
And I don't think Eddie was
man.
here. By the way, we got Eddie on the line via the what's the word we were using for? Multi-technological advances that we have at our disposal. 'Cause we are a big business. You there, Bobby P?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Say some experience for the audience.
You say what?
I said, say something in Spanish for the audience.
Do I say los Dominican, like, dímelo, mi gente, ¿cómo está?
Yeah, all that. All right.
All that Spanish shit.
Where we at with it? You already missed the DMX conversation. Is there anything that you want to touch on before we fully transition to something else? We did what he meant to us. What's his legacy? What we can remember him by. If you wanted to throw something quick in for that, we could just hit something else out of that.
I can barely hear you, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
What was that last comment?
I said we was doing.
Y'all already touched on Earl Simmons, right?
Yeah, and I said that.
R.I.P.
I said what we was gonna just say. What did he mean to you? Like, what kind of impact did he have on your life? We were talking about kind of like his legacy. If you wanted to touch on that and give us your take on it.
Just a fan, honestly. Like, people sleep on so every regular people, DMX is, the bald-head nigga with barking and with the deep-ass voice, but people sleep. Like, he had hits. Like, and the nigga fucking, like, he was almost poetic. You listen to his shit. Like, people sleep on him. So just as a fan, honestly, like, it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Straight bullshit.
Yeah, you got me in your top 10?
In my top 10? Nah, I'm gonna be honest, but nah. But he'll make my top 20.
That's respect.
Well, it depends on. I can put him in a category and be like, yeah, this nigga's my top 10. Like, but
I think you get a pass, bro. You were born in the 90s.
yeah, true. So, don't mean I don't listen.
No. But I'm saying that's why he doesn't necessarily have to be in your top 10.
Oh, I mean, I was 8 years old when not his first album, the second one came out. I'm still listening to that shit. I mean, I know I was only 8 years old, but still.
Yo, bro, we probably just gotta hang it up because it's not gonna add up, right? Because everybody's gonna not be able to hear and everything. Oh shit! Ah! I'm gonna
drop this stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the phones. But all right, yeah. We'll call you back. What's up, bro?
And niggas always had it in for Cassidy because Cassidy is the one nigga that made it to where everybody that battle rap got mixtapes out and would like to be, Sue Surf sells a lot of records, you know what I'm saying, proportionately speaking. But niggas in battle rap sell a couple records, be having fire material. Niggas always hated, Arts did a little bit, but niggas always hated Cass because Cass got platinum shit and he got good music.
Cass got platinum?
Hell yeah, more than one of his albums went platinum. We had the I'm a Hustler too, after the Hotel and all that shit with Full Service.
Split personality.
Yeah, Split Personality, then the one with I'm a Hustler.
I think that album's called I'm a Hustler, I think.
Yeah. So, to me, a lot of the Cass shit is hate. And I'm not big on Cass. I got him at 2-2. He came back, beat Disaster. He lost the Goods 2-1. Arsenal 30 ball dude. And they saying he won this last one. We'll see.
Yeah, Arsenal definitely chewed him up.
Fresh cup. I'll make the champagne with the liquor. I know. We bougie around here.
My whole format.
No, sorry, that's
My style was born in the filthy beast staircase.
It's a beast style, which could be learned about in 100 Block Stories. Just in case you guys are looking for something to read.
They gonna buy the book one day. Just read our blog, man. M&R, man.
All right, so boom, we touched on that. So all right, the consistency is that when I see that my timeline is that Hitman lost. They always say Hitman lost because it wasn't a clear consensus that he smoked Cassidy. Since Cassidy since it wasn't like that, they're giving Cassidy the win pretty much. Like they was expecting Hitman to get Cassidy the fuck up out of here. Since he didn't do that, people are giving him the benefit of the doubt. That's just from my observation of my timeline. My timeline is not very diverse, so I can honestly say that I don't have very much faith in my timeline.
Well, yes, that's what everybody's saying.
Okay.
And that seems to be the thing with artists that have mainstream success to any degree.
Step back.
Whether, because don't forget,
Hold that thought. I'm sorry. Copy this one for Earl.
R.I.P to the dawn, man.
R.I.P.
I niggas gotta stop littering, man. I know how to do
I know what? It's been in the back of my mind the whole time. 'Cause I know how you are about that. Like I've been putting stuff in my pocket because I know how you are. Even cork?
everything, man.
Is it cork biodegradable?
Think about it. In a few hundred years, yeah.
It's not like a seagull can get caught in his neck or nothing like that.
Who knows?
Is that what it is? No, what's that?
I just say leave no
otter?
harm, man. Like they tell you when you go hiking and shit, rake your path, man. If you're really serious with it, don't leave this place no worse than you inherited it, man. The God said, man, either build or he destroy it, man.
It's a fact.
There you go, e-bike.
All right, who was you talking about?
He's talking about the battle.
Oh yeah. See, it's pretty much they were saying that if it was any sort of competition, Cassidy won because he was supposed to be a blowout. I don't know. When I really recently just rewatched the Arsenal versus Cassidy battle. Cassidy was so trash. It wasn't.
So why is Cassidy walking around saying he's 5,000 and
Because it's like one of them.
oh, that's a hype thing?
Nah, it's like a nigga being fundamentally good at basketball. Like, like technically his bars is alright, but for what? Are you passing something?
Y'all good? Put the weed out. Put the weed up, bro. Put the weed up.
Hey,
White
Oh.
lights.
Well,
I figured it out, so you gotta be similar.
I don't see it.
it was with that one. I'm gonna keep it funky, fresh, dressed to impress, ready to party with you. They don't give a
You
fuck.
see, she got about it.
Nah, they don't care. They done pulled up on him before.
Yeah, they don't care.
You know, I'm paranoid.
I know. I'm gonna keep it funky with. They don't care.
Nigga,
I'm like they've legit walked up on us, like got smacked in the face with the smoke. It's on the podcast. I think episode 3.
it's a lot better if they have when they work shirts on. Remember, alright. Yeah, no. Alright, so we were saying.
Oh, now I know what we were saying.
Alright.
Alright, people get mad at that 5,003 and 4, whatever.
Oh,
know
okay,
that.
yep.
This is what I hear though, from more than one person, that when Cass was young, with Rough Riders, Full Service, it was still that era, like with D, like with X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How niggas would pull up and battle.
Yeah.
And Cass done ran all through the boroughs. He done ran all through Harlem, battling niggas up here, over there, the little Philly, here, there. So I don't know about 5,000, but he's had a lot of battles.
Yeah.
And in that old format of how he used to do it, yeah, he smoked niggas. But this is different. This is, you gotta have schemes,
And you know these
punches,
and these young niggas.
everything.
That's like comparing the album sales in 2000 to album sales now. Like, nigga, you ain't worried about the streams.
And these young niggas don't care about none of that shit you doing back in the day now. This new era kid so disrespectful with it. It's like, yo, what the fuck have you did for me lately? If it's not relevant, shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah. That's all I was wondering.
I gotta see the battle, man, at the end of the day. I gotta see
What?
how it went down.
When is Jones supposed to be battling?
Oh, that's a whole other topic.
Okay, I've seen bits and pieces of that
Boy.
on Twitter. What's going on with that? What's Jones supposed to? Shout out to Serious Joe.
Shout out to our hometown hero, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, we got one out there.
it don't look good though. So he's supposed to be on RBE, Rare Breed Entertainment, ARP.
I was wondering what this stood for.
Who Rare Breed Entertainment?
That's
ARP is my guy.
That's when they just had a.
That was the arse. That was the Hitman and Cash battle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
ARP is a stand-up guy. He do square business, man. I fuck with him. From what I've always heard, I ain't never did no business with him. Jones was supposed to be on that card versus Big K, the white kid from Norfolk.
Is that
He nasty. He the
switched
one that
up
put
the
Adi
hustle,
Boom
right?
out of. He put the paperwork on him and put him out of battle rap.
Nice.
Yeah, he exposed his paperwork. Big K nasty though. But it came down to probation officer. So he had locked in for the battle, and like last minute he called ARP up, who's the face of. He's one of the owners, but he's the face of it, of RBE, and was like, "Yo, I gotta talk to my
PO? Who's saying
to my
this?
PO, Sirius."
Okay.
He's like, he said I just got put with a PO. Like they had let him live since he came home. Well, he got a PO now, and he wasn't sure how she was gonna react, whether she was gonna shit on him.
Yeah.
So he said, give him 24 hours.
He'll figure something out.
No, to talk to the PO and get everything straight. That was his story. But ARP got a 50-minute blog breaking down, showing receipts and everything on how this nigga's capping. Basically saying the nigga homeless. He said he ain't know where to send the. Where do we send the tickets to? Do we send it to Cali? Do we send it to
flagrant.
Jersey?
Niggas is flagrant.
Do we send it to Jersey? Yo, he cracked this nigga, yo. He was like, because he was calling the nigga ARP a nerd and shit like that.
Don't, look, man, I'm a cape
It
off
got-
my
it got
niggas,
spooky.
man. That's fucked up, bro.
Man, nigga, pimping ain't what it used to be.
And ARP said that too. He said it was an article that somebody wrote about him. That if that would have been brought into the trial, it would probably be real spooky for Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a journalist, so I don't like to do speculation versus what's solid fact. But when I listen to both sides,
Jones is a real nigga. I feel like if he ever hears this, he'd probably talk to one of us. He'd probably hop on a phone call. But
ain't nobody, man. I mean, you introduced me to him, man. I got no problem with that, brother.
yeah, we got.
I'm just saying what they saying. I'm gonna tell you what's said, what's put on the table on both sides of it, and me coming through the middle, how I see it.
Well, the way our hometown is set up, that, like you said, he's accessible to one of us if we really want to get the answers to this. Especially if he was around. If he's ever around town, we can get the answers to this hopefully on the podcast. Time will tell. But we wish the best for you, Sirius. We love you, man.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, I want the nigga to smoke Big K. Oh, and he on the URL Ultimate Madness 3. He's in the tournament against. It's a $100,000 tournament. This is the third one. The first two was for $25,000. This is the first one that has superstars in the Geechee Gotti in it. He's battling Rum Nitty, who is the alien of this shit, who was like 14-2 on the app or some shit like that. It's gonna get spooky, but
on the caffeine,
that nigga, niggas don't go with the caffeine numbers. They go with the URL, the app numbers, URL numbers.
So I ask you two questions.
Go ahead.
First question: can you bet on the battles?
Niggas bet on the battle. You can't bet nowhere
I
officially,
really
but
go
niggas
to app.
bet.
Why not?
you really can't tell who wins.
Breakdance is about to be the Olympics, bro.
It's a subjective sport, though. Like, you could bet on the tournament because they're gonna have 4 judges.
Okay.
See, the first 2 Ultimate Madness have 4 independent judges that weighed in on each battle, each round. So yeah, you could bet on this because who they say win. So
And my second question is.
I want Jones to win it. Huh?
I said my second question escapes me right now, but it will randomly pop up at some point. While we're recording.
I want Jones to win it because he need it.
Huh?
Nah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He just coming home. He trying to get his shit together.
It's real shit.
He need it.
Yeah.
I wasn't checking like that.
That's the homie, bro. Like, I see the nigga maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. He pulled up on me on the street. Yo, what's good? Oh, what up?
You introduced me to him outside of this minute.
Yeah, that's the homie. So
Yeah,
like,
he good people.
plus it's cool. Like, I kind of know like a pseudo celebrity. It's
Oh,
Inglewood.
you know, I ain't
It's
into that.
It's Inglewood. So you know, we know people who are connected to people. Like I saw Varon in what's his name's video.
Yeah, Varon.
Yeah,
Garrison.
Yeah, I seen him in the Osley video, the Friends and Family shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the video. I'm like, oh, okay, I see you there. You with the camera.
Look like his grandfather.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah.
really
Little
look at him.
chubbier, little thicker.
That man benching 400 plus.
Yeah.
He benching 400 plus. He gonna place.
Yeah, I'm about to say he about
shot
to go somewhere.
He might win the state.
Okay.
I'm going off of the last time we was in school, which is 2 academic years ago, basically.
Mm-hmm.
he was in contention in medal or place or whatever. So yeah, he going D1 somewhere.
Good shit.
He's a good kid.
I'm good on that.
AP classes, all that good stuff. You know, he's a good kid.
I mean,
man.
they come from good stuff.
You do. That's a fact.
I would consider that a black excellence family.
That is that's not a consideration. That's a fact.
Yeah.
The Isleys are an institution in music, not black music, not popular music, and music, nigga. And T-Net, I mean, they're originally from Cincinnati, but they did a lot of T-Net. The record company, the record label was named T-Net.
That's crazy.
Damn.
One high school, there are people who are related to the Isleys and the creation of hip hop. Sylvia Robinson.
That ain't the creation of hip hop.
Okay. The first,
that ain't close, but I respect it.
the original.
She was the smartest one. She was the one
There
that
you
said,
go.
get
On
in there
paper,
and let's get paid.
Was that the commercialization of hip hop? Did we say that?
I mean, by definition, yeah, but
On paper,
okay.
isn't it?
huh?
Isn't it on paper, isn't it?
On paper, technically still no.
Alright.
Because I want to say Fatback Band had a song where they had a dude rapping on it. It came out like literally 2 weeks before Rapper's Delight. But don't quote me on that.
What was that Blondie song?
Oh, that
Fat
was
Five
that Step
Freddy.
Into a World. That ain't the.
That was after.
Nah, nigga, that's like 81.
Cause
something
didn't
like
Blondie rap on that?
that. Yeah. I mean, she was a white girl rapping. That's what made that intriguing. But nah, she wasn't the first. And neither was Sugar Hill. They was the second. But they sold that Fatback Band shit. It ain't.
No, yeah, we don't know it.
I mean, it's on it's on GTA 5 on. It's on that soundtrack.
Yeah.
So it's a classic, but it ain't. It ain't
Well,
Rapper's
okay, but
Delight.
also, here's the okay,
Rapper's Delight
Look,
took it all the way around the world.
You were born in the 70s, you know it, but also you're a journalist. I was born in the 80s, I don't know it. He's born in the 90s, he doesn't know it. So that shows right there, like, you know, Sugar Hill Gang
Yeah.
had more of an impact.
I mean, we talking impact. We're not talking about creation.
No. Yeah,
The
you're
impact
right.
of Rapper's Delight, I mean, you go up and down, unless it was some niggas that was already out at that time. Everybody that came after that, literally, that came in rap after that, that's they, you know, you get a lot of the brushback from dudes that was already out at that time.
That's you?
Oh yeah. So
But other than that, nah. I'm not taking nothing away from the song. Even though, you know, Grandmaster Caz wrote those lyrics. I mean, we getting deep into it. Grandmaster Caz wrote those lyrics. But, nah, the song was Rapper's Delight, man. Well, MC Light said the original version, like either the 12-inch version is either like 12 or 16 minutes long. And she was like, that wasn't long enough for her.
All I gotta say, hip hop wasn't started on Sedgwick. It was started in Inglewood, the fucking Jersey. Goddamn.
Nah, it wasn't, but I respect it. It wasn't, but I respect it. It was not at all, but I respect it. Because if we talking hip hop, you know, you talking 73, nigga. You talking about Sedgwick. You talking about the originator. Nah, that started right there in them projects.
Nah,
Let me know.
next week. Because I probably can't take the drink. I was gonna take the drink.
all right, so what's next? It's hot in these streets.
Well, it is hot in these streets.
Focus, fellas. You gotta stay focused.
Huh? I'm sorry, no side convo.
Yo, what's hot in these streets for the pod, man? You got
Hot
that.
in these streets.
Man,
Okay. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. Aha. Montero.
Montero.
How do you feel about it? Have you seen the video?
No.
Oh,
Who that?
yeah, my bad.
Lil Nas X Jane.
We talked about that already.
No, I
I'm not
know,
about
but
to- I can't. I was supposed to listen to y'all podcast to Nah, y'all educate me because I don't want to see no weirdo shit. All due respect to every
We talked
community.
about it, though.
I know we talked about it, but I ain't talking about it.
No, we can talk
Is
about
it-
this shit again.
It's gonna be
nigga,
it's gonna be the
that shit is
same
so
thing.
disrespectful.
Okay.
I'm not educated on it, man. I don't care to see it.
This what? Okay, so for the next time I speak to you, it's probably.
And I like
This is gonna be off the line, but
two
next,
Lil Nas X songs that I heard in my life.
I like fucking what's this shit? Panini.
I like Panini.
And I like Old Town Road.
You played
I
that shit
love
for
Old
me.
Town Road.
I like my man's version. The country star.
Oh,
Billy Ray.
Miley's pops, right?
yeah. No, like there's a I like the one. It's like the Old Town Road with Billy Cyrus and some other shit. I think it's called Desperado. It has like a whole beat breakdown and shit like that. And it ends up being like a 5-minute song. I like that one. That one is dope.
I ain't get to hear all that.
No. I went down a little Old Town Road rabbit hole at some point in time in life. But Montero, I don't know any of the lyrics to the song except because I watched The Genius. Only because I had been speaking to Wifey about it. And Wifey was like, yo, I haven't seen the video. I showed her the video. She's like, what the fuck's going on?
What is going
on? And I'm like, it's a lot. And I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that you feel this way because I kind of felt a way about feeling how I felt about it. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that if it was a woman in the video, for me being 35 years old almost, Lord willing the creek don't rise, if it was a woman in the video, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But because it was a black man, there's tones and there's messages that could be seen and read. But if it was any of the hot girls, huh?
That was describe me.
All right, yeah, sorry. We weren't gonna get into it.
I mean, he's gay, so I mean,
exactly. Okay, so he's like sliding down the stripper pole.
That's way
you know
past
what I'm saying?
gay.
He's wearing like the
Way
briefs.
past gay.
He's giving a lap dance to the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing a whole bunch of but like I said, if it was one of the hot girls doing it, it wouldn't be a problem. I don't think it'd be a problem.
It's all shock value in this day and time. It's clickbait.
He's doing it for his crowd. It's not for us.
His material, I don't think, and I could be wrong, he might surprise me, but I don't know if his material really got stand power to stick around for a decade or an era. So he gotta. Who was checking for him?
You know what's crazy?
Who was checking for him?
You know what's, I wonder, does he matter if he sticks around for a decade if he has the most popular song of all time? And nobody ever surpasses that.
Nah, that'd matter more than that. I disagree with that because niggas that did shit like that haunts them.
Yeah, okay.
Why you couldn't do it again?
I gotta do better, yeah.
Instead of a nigga like me to be like, yeah, but I got $25 million. They sent me checks.
It's like Designer.
And I was like, fuck y'all niggas.
It's like Designer. Designer got as hot as fish grease. I think at a point in time, he got a higher charted song than Future did. And everybody said he sounded just like Future.
He did to me. Yeah. I thought he was Future.
You know what I mean? So everybody, let's be real. But his shit charted higher than Future. But he can never get another one.
And he couldn't carry Future jock strap in his suitcase.
And Kanye stole his shit.
As the old heads used to say.
Kanye took a full-fledged Japanese for his song. And fucking reused the song for his album.
Tell about Timmy Turner shit?
No.
I ain't never get into all that, man.
Yeah, Panda.
He took Panda
and then
and flipped it to that.
Father Stretch My Hands, right?
Father Stretch My Hands Part 2.
Did he pay him?
I'm assuming he was signed to good music.
Yeah, he paid him then.
Well, actually, I'm not gonna say he paid him because as we heard, he owes Big Sean like $5 million. So
it's.
How they get an old nigga $5 million? Is that your question?
Does that mean it's true? Because they say
no. It doesn't mean it's true. And also, like you said, because I'm pretty sure, my nigga, $5, $10, $20 owed between me and you, we wouldn't hawk on, but we would know that it was there. Ain't no way we get the $5 million, even if we both got money. Ain't nobody done spoke on that shit yet. What's going on?
You owe me $5. I seen mad money.
Nigga, $5, $10, like I said, $5, $10, $20. I'm aware that I owe you $5, $10, $20. You're aware that I owe you $5, $10, $20. It's a thing, but it's not a thing. It's just something that's there. You know what I'm saying? If I see you balling an extra $10, $20, I might, you want something to drink? Yeah, I'll take that. I might get a $10 more drink.
$5 million is a lot of 20s though.
That's what I'm saying. Like I might get the $10 more drink and realize, you know what? We don't wash a slate. Once we get the $5 million, what did you do for me that made me think that I don't need none of this money back?
But
you read the newspaper, damn, that nigga did just sign a $20 million Yeezy.
Yeah, they say he's the billionaire, right?
Yes.
But see, my thing is, if it's contractual shit, You gotta get it.
See, then we
Like
talk,
I said, I don't like to talk that theory
then
shit.
we talking that Dave Chappelle shit.
I don't like to talk that theory shit. If it was in ink, they gotta pay you your bread.
That's a fact.
So what are we really talking about?
Yeah.
Are we talking about a wink and a nod, or I got you on the back end? Guess what?
Yeah,
Let me
sure.
introduce you to life.
Yeah.
You really?
I don't give a fuck if it's one of us. I love
Yeah.
y'all
By
niggas.
the way, yeah.
But if it's business,
We'll do something.
and we establish this business is business. That's why I don't like to go that route with a lot of my loved ones.
Yeah.
Because it could get messy.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck how close we are. Business is business.
Yeah, bro. The first person that robbed me was blood related to me.
Come on, man. I ain't even get into
I
that.
ain't gonna get into that story,
Yeah.
but the first person
So-
that stole money from me was blood related to me.
You know, so my whole vibe is, man, if it was on the books,
What about that?
No, nigga.
if it was on the books,
I wasn't ain't trying to go too deep.
if it was on the
He's the
books,
second person.
then he would have got his bread. We must be talking about something that was, oh, well, if da-da-da-da, then I da-da-da-da. If the nigga ain't give it to me, then he a bitch ass nigga. I ain't gonna cry about it. I'm gonna get my money, or it is what it is.
You just gotta chalk that up to the game, or like you said, you gotta realize what it is. Like, oh, okay.
That's your lesson to go on YouTube and tell niggas about how you got jerked.
Anybody want any more? What do you think, by the way?
Not bad.
Sean was going through it, man. He was depressed. He lost a baby. He was going through a lot.
He be alright, man. He always going through a lot. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Fuck out of here. The nigga on his worst day, he got to take it to the top of the world, right?
And not for nothing, man. He from Detroit, man. Them niggas ain't got clean water. He been through worse. That's a fact, though.
I don't really have no
Yes.
type of
You
feelings for no
gotta take
grown
it
man.
there.
I'm sorry, man. If you down, nigga, get you a pack, man. I'm sorry. I don't really get down. I don't have no feelings for no.
You got enough to get the best pack in Detroit too. you went to the mountaintop, my
got
nigga.
it.
You
got
got enough
it.
to get the best pack in Detroit.
You got it, nigga. I don't want to hear none of that, nigga. Now, for the mental health aspect, God bless. I've been through that. I can't say nothing judgmental on him. But any money shit, so what?
I don't think he was depressed about the money. I mean, I don't think he said anything about Kanye like he needed. But it's still like, if you don't need it, why are you saying it then?
Exactly. That's like saying you don't care.
Principality.
If you say you don't care, you care because you spoke on
Yeah.
it. If I don't care, I'm not mentioning it.
Yeah.
So but I think he's self-aware enough to know that I'm saying it because I do care, but maybe this is part of me releasing it.
Nigga, release it to a priest. Nigga. Shut up. I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck is we talk about? I'm tired of niggas and their feelings. There's two rules to a pity party. Nothing wrong with a pity party, but you don't invite nobody and you keep it brief. I don't want to hear that, nigga. They go kill him and get your money or do some GTA shit. That nigga be alright, man.
Blessings.
Blessings, bro.
Be safe, man. See you
sir.
tomorrow.
Always love.
Show these niggas how these base kids do.
That nigga be alright, man.
Eat some soup.
Now the mental health shit, God bless, man. I hope, that's real. I ain't trying to go there. Much respect to him. I pray for, if it's still there, that it get worked out, resolved. With that money shit, man, nah, when you speaking on it, man, it's an issue.
That's a fact, man. Sometimes you're just saying stuff that you want. You want something like, oh, you want pay. Like, I see a lot of that on the social networks sometimes, man. Social media. Like, what are you coming online to say? You come to say this to somebody to call you and tell you it's gonna be all right?
You are, to keep it tall, you are, because I know when I first got on Twitter and had 35 followers, that's what really kept me on Twitter. Like, you say some shit Saturday night, I'm in the projects, I'm in the P's. Everybody either passed out or went out somewhere on me. I'm by myself. Still got blunts. And I'm in my feelings. And I'm putting random shit out there to the universe. And some motherfucker send you a like at 2:30 in the morning.
It does something to you.
It does. It lets you know
works.
that you ain't alone with your thoughts and your feelings. So, I know how that go. That kept me on Twitter because I felt like, man, this shit, fuck these niggas, man. Twitter just different now for me, man. It's too sensitive.
I never got into Twitter, man. I never.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I put it like this, man. It's better than any news feed. And if you follow enough niggas from your hood,
you get all the news of everything local.
We found out a motherfucker got shot before his family did one day.
Yeah. I knew who did it.
You know what I'm saying? Sitting in after school. And that's 8-9 years ago. That's a long time ago.
That's before no, it's crazy. The technological leaps and bounds, like every time something happens, right, it seems like it's a big thing. Or it's a small thing, rather. It's like it's a small thing. But then when you look at it in retrospect, it's like, yo, we went from a two-way, which was a device that was simply made just to communicate via text, to incorporating the cell phone into becoming a device that is primarily used to text and or surf.
It's crazy.
Like the phone is not the phone anymore. Nobody talks on the phone anymore.
It's a device. It's a computer.
The phone actually used to talk on the phone probably the least of everything else that you do on it.
It's a device.
Yeah.
Like they say in school, it's a device.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's closer to a computer than anything else.
Yeah. It's used more than
it is a computer. Listen, you know I'm Mac'd up. I don't go on my Mac unless I got to. I go on my Mac to put M&R in Word.
Yeah.
Other than that, I could go Google Chrome from my phone. I could punch out of work on my phone. It's a different world. Yo, but it's funny that you bring up two ways because two ways got jerked the most out of everything. Because they literally went from, that shit's crazy to,
I'm done with it.
That shit's obsolete.
They do that on the phone.
We had but me and Jose had the three-way. We had the two-way pager that you could call out of.
The only ones that rocked out the longest was the Sidekick.
Sidekick was a different world, though, man. And you know what made the Sidekick amazing was AOL Messenger.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that until we was in the park that summer, and the kids would be like, "Yo, Mr. T, can I use your phone?" I'm like, what you use my phone for? I just want to get on AOL Messenger.
You on the AOL, you don't need no fucking man. You was bagging chicks, you didn't even ask for the phone no more. Yo, what's your aim, baby? What's your aim?
Bruh, a very good song. Well, not good song, but one of his best songs I like, Tiger, Aim. That shit was hot.
Tiger was smart. Him and he was on some Soulja Boy shit. They know how to take the trendy shit and make a little catchy track with it or whatever.
Yep. Tiger, I don't know if Tiger gets his respect. He's up there with Shad.
I think what fucked with Tiger is when niggas found out he was a rich kid.
Yeah.
Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but
grew up in the valley.
Yeah, but if you present yourself to be
a hood street nigga. Here's the thing, right, about hip hop. Like we always say every time we get to a hip hop conversation, this is its own separate pod that needs to be had with at least a zip or half a zip to smoke and comfortable chairs and good food and breaks to the bathroom and stuff like that with food that's really sit and talk about hip hop. But in essence, it's about the urban author getting a chance to express themselves to the producer. I don't have words for producers because I'm just so in awe of somebody who can take things that they hear or see in their head and turn it into like you're taking random things and stringing it together and making it something beautiful. And then you guys find this marriage between what I have to say and what you have to play, and we make music together. So, saying all that, yeah, I think it's fucked up that you portray yourself as something that you're not, if that's what fucked Tiger over. Now I'm saying, like, it's crazy that, you know, saying that's the thing that really got him to where he's at and shit like that.
I think he overcame that for the most part, but I think with a lot of purists, that's what they go to.
Yeah.
When you talk about respect, casual motherfuckers don't care. They just want to hear some shit that they can snap and dance to, and that's that. But niggas want their props.
Tiger's gonna snap at any strip club.
That's a fact. He could have a little section of a strip club's little segment.
Yeah.
That's a fact, but
Turner got a good hour set for the strip club.
yeah, but if you talking respect,
Nice hour set.
It's levels. Nah, he done did what he's supposed to do, man. He got money. He got the hair transplant. That nigga living, man.
Yeah, man. I want niggas to really start normalizing that.
The hair transplant?
The same way I want niggas to start reaching in their pants to pull their change out and their wallet out. The same way females be pulling it out for their titties.
It's already normalized, man. This world, what's not normal in this world?
I'm sorry, breast. Huh?
What's not normal in this world? Everything's normalized.
It depends on where you're at, right?
I mean,
it all depends on where everything.
We got the internet now. Who gives a fuck?
Like we say, whenever we have our old nigga, younger nigga conversations, bro, what is the one conclusion we always get to? Everything is relative.
Yeah.
Everything is fucking relative, bro.
That's a fact.
I think that if you can realize that things are relative, you will realize that it's okay for these niggas to have 14 colors in their hair and do this, that, the third, and record themselves committing crimes and provoke people who really will come see them and get upset that they came and saw them. Oh, look at this nigga, he mad, he came and saw to fight me. Yes, you invited me. You said come here. You sent me a location, my nigga.
It's daytime, man.
Yeah.
That's why I just leave it at it's daytime, man. I had my time. I'm straight. I don't really look at they shit with no type of. I mean, a lot of the shit is weird to me, but a lot of the shit that I think is kosher might be weird to them, so I don't care about that.
They do shit that you would never in your life have thought to do.
Nah, but I did shit in my life that people from the generation before me never thought they would do.
That's true.
So, like I said, we say it's all relative.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when I was getting it in High Bridge in like 06, 07, and the one Damu nigga used to come to see me. Nigga was thorough, but he used to have a tight skinny Levi's on. Like, I'm like, damn, nigga, you got your flag. You ain't really got no room for your flag. You know, with the nice belt and all that, an Ed Hardy t-shirt or something, you know what I'm saying?
Affliction.
Some big ass, what was the niggas wearing? Niggas was wearing the dunks and shit.
You remember Affliction?
Huh?
You remember Affliction?
No.
Oh, man.
It was like
Ed Hardy shit.
Oh.
I know one dude who bought like the entire inventory.
Yeah, that wasn't never my style. I wasn't.
It had like
it was way too many colors for me. Yeah, mythical shit. I ain't into that.
Love kills slowly.
It had like the white boy tattoos that they have on their backs, but it had it on their shirts.
I got you. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, if my shit ain't got a horse or a swoosh, I'm good.
Lots of trucker hats.
Or unbearable.
Or unbe, facts.
Yes,
But yeah, I ain't never. But I had to look at it. That's his thing. Like, it's crazy. Like, I remember when I was in middle school, your shit had to be baggy as fuck. 2-3 sizes too big.
Yeah.
I remember when you was younger, when I couldn't get a t-shirt that actually fit me because all y'all niggas was buying them.
Yep.
At that time, if you wore some tight shit, you was suspect. Now, if you wear some shit like that, you a fiend.
Yep.
Hold on, you was in high school, it was baggy still. It was baggy.
The jeans was baggy. They wasn't wearing the big, long, stupid t-shirts. That wasn't the wave. That wasn't the wave. But the big-ass jeans, Boss, Jabot, whatever.
Girabald and Maurice Francois and Jabot.
Them niggas. You know what I'm saying? That was what that was. You know what I'm saying?
Back then. It was, not for nothing, it was not easy to dress back then. I feel like it's much easier to dress now.
Nah.
I don't know if, no. I don't know if it's because we're older or if it's because the style is just more relaxed now. My nigga, what is the style now? Joggers. Joggers.
That's what you see. I mean, my little niggas is on Mike Amiri.
I say,
And I'm going to tell you for a fact, he don't do nothing less than 800. That's the cheap ones. I got a little nigga that got like 20-something pair. He be paying $1,200, $1,300.
Niggas, if niggas cash, them young niggas now, they cash in their wardrobe, they talk about $2,500.
Listen,
hey, 25,000. I'm talking about $2,500.
Yeah, it wasn't never. Nah, this shit different. Like I wouldn't even try to compete because I wouldn't be able to.
Niggas got the ball mans.
Yeah, they played out.
They off the ball mans, right? They off at 9.
It's Mike Amiri, man.
They off the $900 jeans.
Amiri. His first name is Mike Amiri.
Mike?
You done heard Future Mike Amiri jeans?
Yeah.
I got
Well,
they don't want the $900 jeans. No
I can
more.
fit like 80 racks in my Amiri. Nah, they want them shit. That's the one with the cuts and shit, the official shits. Nah, I got limits.
It's legal.
I'm not no problem with that. I got limits. I got a long way to go tonight. I got GTA. Heights prep and shit.
Just smoking another cigarette. It's legal.
I'm good. I gotta pace my night out, man.
I'm hungry.
I am too.
Yo, man, I'm married. That's crazy.
That's the wave.
Also,
So, it ain't like back when I was growing up. Not to cut you off, twin. $130 jeans was crazy. You know, and this is what I wanted to say, man. You know who brought this era in, right? The reason why it is what it is, right? And it's so hypocritical
Crack niggas.
and ironic, huh? No.
Oh, sorry.
Couture. Who brought couture to popular culture, man?
Tell you what.
Gay men. Gay men. When we was coming up, if you wore a like Monifa brother, God bless you. I don't know Monifa. She's a star. She used to be a star singer from my projects. Her brother was one of the flyest niggas in Jeff. He was gay. Yeah, that's her. Her brother was one of the flyest niggas on the east side. He was wearing that.
Give it back. Anywho, man. It's definitely been a good, nice, long podcast. We getting us nice little 10, 15 minutes, any quick hitters.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Pleasure to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
Always,
Thank
man.
you for coming.
I start that new assignment up. So
Sure.
I'm gonna be doing 20 hours a week
Try to work.
in-house. Good money.
We're trying to get an in-studio type situation.
I'm with that.
But that's all dependent on everything going down. I got another studio, like a real studio we could go to. Shout out to my dude, Brock Hampton. We're the Chicken Mask studio. He's a producer. He wears a chicken mask when he does his thing. I like his music.
with it, man.
Like a lot of instrumental shit.
Okay.
So he's about to go out to Vegas for like 2 months. And just like live in the desert. He said he bought a one-way ticket. I was like, damn, bro, like that's must be nice.
Yeah,
That must be nice, really.
I
You know what?
I love shit like that.
I think I'm gonna go to Vegas. What? Yeah. Well, hotel you say that? Nah. I'm gonna get a yurt. A yurt? Did they say Alaska?
That's just aspirational. Just nigga just hop out, go start somewhere else. Got the funds, you know what I mean? Just do what you gotta do. If you make music, that's dope. If I make music, that's what I would do. I go somewhere, catch a vibe, make music for about 2 months, go Miami, maybe if I produce beats or something like that.
I mean, if you got the all the time, you could make the moves.
Yeah, if money wasn't, you know what I mean, that wasn't the thing.
Yeah, or family. You know, I
Yeah.
got kids. I got little kids.
Yeah.
You can't just be taking off for 2 months. You know, the nigga just a blessing that you. But then sacrifices is made for that too, right? So
Yeah. Especially if you bring the bag back, especially if it's beneficial.
yeah, the bag gonna make you have to sacrifice a lot.
Like, yeah,
Uncle
listen.
Shay say that shit all the time. He missed a lot of graduations. He said he really don't have no regrets because,
That's dedication.
huh?
That's dedication.
Yeah.
Even that hot, my G.
He said because missing them graduations was the reason you had your graduation.
Talk about the shit shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have no regrets about how he had to do it.
I respect that man so much, but he be innocent, man. That nigga he's so G real
He was that nigga
while he was playing.
when he played. Uncle Shay, big place, yes. Now I fuck with him.
You watch American Dad?
You don't really watch a lot of television. You don't watch like 4 shows.
Yeah.
You get a chance, watch the American Dad episode with Shannon Sharp.
Okay.
He plays like a X-Files thing. And he has on like a smooth pair of boots. It's an animated show.
I know what American
Yeah.
Dad is.
I'm just saying, they can look it up.
It's been on for 10 years, ain't it?
It's been longer than that.
Yeah. It's
That was all these fucking animated shows
20
were
years
all
old.
long as fuck, bruh.
Time's,
It's really a thing.
time's going by fast, man.
Shout out to The Simpsons. I think this week is episode 703.
I saw 700.
I was
when
watching
it
it too
dropped.
live,
That's your
nigga.
shit,
Yes.
nigga. I
You know
just
watching that
happened to catch
live.
it. I was saying I don't never see them live. I saw it.
See, we don't have our annual Simpson hater here today.
Yeah, it's good.
I
Stay over there,
fuck
Bobby.
with it. No, I fuck with him.
Stay over there, Bobby Plata. No,
Yeah.
it's not for you, Papa. Yeah, man. A lot of shit going on.
I don't see how somebody don't like the Simpsons.
Huh?
I said, I don't see how somebody doesn't like the Simpsons.
He doesn't like The Simpsons and he never watched a full episode of The Simpsons. Which is like not liking Brussels sprouts because you never tried Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are not bad. It's little cabbage.
I don't eat them shits.
It's
I
cabbage.
fell asleep at the dinner table behind them shits.
Have you tried them before?
I fell asleep at the dinner table, nigga. I think I ate them 3 hours later. Because Mary Warren was like, nigga, will you go to sleep for real for that? And I cried and ate like one of them, and she compromised.
So when you finally ate it, did you like it?
I don't know. The taste wasn't doing it for me. And I can't eat leafy vegetables anyway, so I
Do you like cabbage?
I can't eat leafy vegetables.
Oh, okay.
I used to love cabbage.
Okay. It's really like it's a bite-sized cabbage.
I know what it is, nigga.
No, but I'm telling you, like that's what you're missing.
Nah, the taste ain't taste like regular cabbage, nigga. You ain't get let that seasoning in that shit ain't get all in there.
Get
And
the
all
butter
that.
and shit there.
Fuck out of here. That shit was whack.
You gotta have some vibe, bro. We do it right. We be steaming and seasoning. This shit be mad chewy, mad crunchy.
You go in there trying to convince that grown man
To try Brussels sprouts.
about vegetables he had been eating his whole life, or trying to eat, you know what I mean? Or dying to eat his whole life.
Nigga, it does not agree with me. I don't want it. What we eat, nigga? I think we can start. Yeah, this has been a great episode, by the way.
Yeah, what's that, man?
Well,
Yeah. Rest in peace, Earl
Yeah.
Simmons,
More
R.I.P.
story, yeah. R.I.P.
Love you,
DMX,
X.
man.
Darkman X.
Yeah, we should fade out to some music right there, man.
It's dark.
Edit that shit into it.
This hell is hot. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we don't got the technology for that like that. We still over here like, just working and shit like
Yeah.
that.
So we're gonna play some music
But we do wish that all those involved feel like DMX, know what I'm saying? Cry for him. It's alright to cry for DMX. I think so.
I mean, that's what you want to do. That's your personal shit.
Yeah, it is your personal shit, but I think DMX will be okay with it.
So he go out doing what he wanted to do. I don't know if that's
I
right.
don't know. What will? I just pray the best for him. man.
There you go. We gotta end it like that. Did he go out, do what he wanted to do, though?
He's getting high, man.
To survive, that's to find meaning in the
God bless him.
Hey, yo, I'm slipping.
Peace.
I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I got to get up. Get back. Need somebody to tears. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I can't get up.